With the success of his record, Stezo was flying high. His music was playing on the top stations in New York City. But all it took was one interview on Mr. Magic's Rap Attack to go from hometown hero to hometown villain, according to producer Chris Lowe.
But one event that happened when that album came out was the infamous WBLS interview. And that interview made things worse. Steve said he was from Brooklyn. And, at the time, he had family out there in Brooklyn. And we all have family in New York, but at the time, Connecticut was at a state where they wanted to be validated too, because we was the weakest of the tri-state. Everybody considered Connecticut to be corny. Out of New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut, they used to stun on us. And Steve had made it and had the whole country sweating him. So, Connecticut was expecting him to, to represent. And I remember we were on the way to do that interview. And I remember going over what I wanted to say on the radio, because I was gonna shout my high school out so I can go back Monday and get some ass. I wanted the girls. But we got the BLS and Molly came out and said, only the rapper. So Steve shot in the control room where they was broadcasting. I stood up and said, yo, we a group. And Molly shut me down and was like, there's only one name on the album cover. So I got pissed, turned around, sat my ass down and waited. We was listening to the interview on these monitors, and Steve gets into the interview and he said that, and I was like, oh shit. And I didn't think about it no more until I went to school. And Monday when I got to school, I was getting it from north, south, east, and west. Why he say this? Why he say he from Brooklyn and he knew he grew up in New Haven, this, that, and the third. All I was saying all day, I don't know. That's all I was saying. Everybody that came up to me, I don't know. I'm walking downtown with my girl. And I knew a lot of drug dealers. People was pulling over like, yo, man, we fucking that nigga up when we see him, this, that, and the third. And I'm like, I don't know why he said, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? And it was a lot of chaos when that happened. And, but we were fine when we went out on tour. We was on some big tours. We was on Hammer tour. Hammer ended up getting mad at him. I mean, it was like, I was like, why nobody don't want to accept this dude?
I understand that there was some kind of battle or some kind of standoff between you and Hammer.
Oh yeah. Well, one time we had a show together. We was on. This is the only bill we was on together too. It was in Beaumont, Texas. 1989, and it was at a rodeo stadium, and he had his crew, and we had I forgot who was actually on the bill, all of us, but I know me and him was on the bill, and he had all these dancers, lined up in the hallway. I had already went on and did my show and everything. We rocked the crowd and everything. Then I'm walking in the hallway, and I seen all these guys lined up like soldiers, I seen the dude with the swoop haircut, all the cats from the videos and stuff. I'm like, okay, this Hammer's people, this and that. I'm like, wow, it's a lot of them. I'm like, wow, how many, what are these guys gonna do? These are all dancers? So I'm looking, I'm like, okay, this is gonna be interesting to watch. And I guess Hammer comes running out the room and everybody follows him. They go on stage, they go do their little show and everything. And I said, let me go to the side of the stage and watch this show, see what everybody's excited about with this Hammer cat, because he was West Coast, I was East Coast. We had our different styles of dancing. And we went to the side of the stage and we was watching them. So we watching them do all this crazy stuff and everything. And then we started getting a little circle on the side of the stage while he was performing. So I started dancing and everybody like, go Stezo, and go Stezo. And Hammer's looking over to the side like, what's going on over there with all this excitement? And we over there rocking, getting it in.
Hammer, he had a beef with Hammer. And Hammer wanted to, I guess, they was both dancers, and Steve was nice, and Hammer was, Hammer was active. Hammer had that little typewriter dance he do all across the stage, what I'm saying? And he was real active, but Steve was smooth with it. And for some reason, Hammer ain't like Steve on the tour. And I'm like, good God. But we was on Hammer tour, we was on Cool J tour. We had tours in general with random rappers like That's how I knew Jay-Z. That's how I met Jay-Z.